everybody, it's Safi and Marco Dish Out on Movies, the only movie review show on YouTube to review movies in terms of food. And it's just Marco here today to talk about Loki. I will not be watching or reviewing Loki anymore. That's for damn sure. And I'll tell you what, if I had seen that it was a female director and a female writer, I never would have even fucking watched the first episode. Because, you know what they do? I'll tell you what they do. You got this episode 3, never watched it. Because I saw on Twitter, the director of the show made this tweet, this disgusting tweet, where she talked about her sexuality and how she's so happy that she could have the opportunity to make Loki so that she could have him be bisexual and that's canon in the MCU now. And yeah, I destroyed the character. Yeah, yay. I added that little agenda in there, and yeah, suck on that, men. Suck on that, fans of Loki. You guys don't deserve anything. You guys don't deserve a good story. You guys don't deserve a good character arc, good character development, good fights, good visuals, good writing. You guys don't deserve shit. You guys deserve jokes, and then you guys deserve this disgusting sexuality agenda. Loki is bisexual and he's gender fluid. Oh yeah. And she said basically like, I'm so proud to make Loki bisexual just like me. It's so sickening. This selfish narcissism in this Hollywood 2021 society. Everything is all about them. Everything is about their struggles. And they're oppressed. And they're this and they're that. Oh, my identity. I gotta be represented in movies. I can't watch a movie unless I'm the gender and sexuality of the character on screen. Because that's how watching movies really works, right? So you got Loki here. The first 2 episodes sucked dick. And the 3rd episode, I am not watching that shit. That's for damn sure. They made the villain a female Loki. I mean, what a fucking joke. What a joke this show is. What a joke the director is of this show. Inserting her little agendas into the show to make it all about her. Because everything is about her. And it's true. It is kind of true. Because when they hired this bitch, they weren't thinking about her credentials. They were just thinking that she's a woman. She's a diversity hire. She is a token director. And so that's all they thought of. So it is kind of all about her. I mean, they should basically just rename the show to her. Since everything is about her, apparently. None of that stuff with the rest of the story matters. It's just all about her and her sexuality that nobody fucking cares about. Nobody in this universe, except for the few sexual partners that you've had, cares about your sexuality. I bet your parents don't even care about your sexuality. The only people that care, those few little people, and that's it. So stop trying to make everyone else care, because we don't. Who gives a fuck about your sexuality? What about your directing skills? Why is your directing skills lagging? Why are you creating bad content? Why are you not doing your job and creating a good Loki show? A show that everyone can enjoy the story of, everyone can get invested in? Nah, fuck that. We gotta make this about me and my sexuality. Let me tell you guys something. If Hollywood was like this in the 20s when Hollywood started, there wouldn't be a Hollywood today. If you have bitches like this directing movies in the 20s, there wouldn't be any more directors because movies wouldn't exist. They would say, what the fuck are you thinking? We got the Great Depression, we got poverty, we got racism, we got all these real world problems, and we can't even escape to movies. Because we got shit like Loki, where it's all about you and your sexuality. I mean, fuck this show. This Loki show, when was it ever good? It was never, and you know what? That's what's sad. This could have been the best MCU show by far. You got Loki, one of the greatest, I mean, he's to be honest, Loki is better than the majority of the heroes in the shitty MCU. Loki is better than Ant-Man. Loki is better than the Wasp. Loki is better than Black Widow. Loki is better than Hawkeye. Loki is better than Thor. Loki is better than the Hulk. Loki is one of the greatest characters that the MCU had. He was a fantastic villain. He was great. He gave a great performance because he's a great actor. Of course, this show, who cares about him? Let's just empower women and empower the female characters that nobody gives a flying fuck about except those 12 weirdos on Twitter who don't actually care. They're pretending to care. They don't care. And you know what? I am going to continue watching WandaVision. Because at least WandaVision is watchable. And at least with WandaVision, you know, it is a piece of shit. But at least it's watchable. And at least it's, you know, it's entertaining a little bit. Sometimes. When it's not blasphemous. When it's not shitting all over the characters like this show's doing. This new phase of the MCU is a complete joke. They're shitting all over the characters. They're destroying they already destroyed the MCU. They're just... Sorry, I thought I was gonna burp and I wanted to stop myself. But yeah, anyways, fuck this show. Fuck these female directors who think it's all about them. And I'm not saying all female directors, of course, because you got actual talented female directors out there. Like the director of A League of Their Own, the director of American Psycho. You know, those are actual directors who got to where they got based on their merit. And not based on their gender and sexuality and what's in between their fucking legs. So anyways, as I said, I will not be watching Loki. I will not be reviewing Loki. And if you ask me about it, I'll say, you know, I hope you guys are enjoying it because you guys need something to escape to. You guys need something to enjoy. You guys shouldn't be living in this dark, depressing 2021 world where, you know, you can't like a certain politician because then you're an ist. You know, you can't do this because you're an ist. You can't say things. You can't talk a certain way. You can't watch certain things because those aren't politically correct anymore. You guys need something. You guys deserve something. And it's unfortunate that Hollywood has decided that the audience is useless. And so you know what the audience is going to do? They're going to decide that you are useless, Hollywood, because you are useless nowadays. You were made to help people escape. You were not made to lecture people about politics and about sexuality. And this is a children's show, too. That just takes the cake. A children's show talking about sexuality. A 5-year-old watches this show. Mommy, what is going on this show? Mommy, Loki says he like man. What the fuck is up with that? And the mom says, well, son, oh, God. Oh, gross, oh, no. What are they telling you on this children's show? What are they telling you? Oh, we're not going to let you watch that anymore. I hope that's what these parents do. Take your kids out. Stop letting them watch this disgusting propaganda. This political propaganda. This disgusting can you even call this a show? It's 6 episodes. 6 episodes is pathetic. I can make 6 episodes in my sleep. 6 episodes for a show? That's pathetic. Anyways, this is probably the angriest I've ever been. And I'm not even actually angry. I mean, I'm kind of angry that I wasted my time watching the first 2 episodes because they were just so boring and so terrible. But I'm kind of glad, actually, that I don't have to watch any more Loki, and that I can just go back to watching WandaVision, and then I'm gonna watch Falcon and the Winter Shitter, even though I have no interest in that either. Anyways, please like this video if you liked it. Please help me. Don't let all the disgusting weirdos from Twitter come here. All those gross shippers and shit. The people that like to take any male characters and pin them together. Like, oh, I ship Loki and Mobius. There's so many little clues and hints about them being together, and so I'm gonna ship them, and I'm gonna write fan fiction where they're together. I'm gonna go take my pills now. I know all about shippers. Let me tell you, you ever watched Hannibal? And one of the shippers, and see, here's the thing, Hannibal got canceled. One of the reasons was because the director was a fucking shipper. I mean, the showrunner. And so he destroyed the show, making all this, well, that's a tangent. But anyways, please comment, tell me what you thought of Loki episode 3, the episode that I didn't even watch. And I'm not going to watch either. I watched Heel versus Babyface do a synopsis of it. And I thought, oh, I'm not watching that. No thanks. And then also subscribe to our channel, because I will be reviewing other things. And it's probably going to be more propaganda. Like, oh, isn't that fun? Everything that I watch nowadays, it's just propaganda, propaganda, propaganda. Yeah, and it's funny because I have to watch old stuff all the time to get my mind off of this gross shit. This non-movies, these non-shows, these political propaganda things. I watched F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Last Tycoon. I got halfway through it, and that was really good. And in the movie, Robert De Niro goes into this monologue where he talks about movies, and he does this little reenactment where he just writes the scene right in front of them, right in front of Donald Pleasance, right in front of these other 2 people. He writes a scene where just all these things happen, and they happen for no reason, and it's like, oh, what's going to happen next? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? And then at the end, he just reveals he came up all himself, just on the spot. That was beautiful. And that is what filmmaking is about. Not political propaganda. Not shoving your identity that nobody gives a fuck about. Not shoving that into people's faces. I applaud old Hollywood for all of its flaws, even with all the crap that they would do, even with enslaving actors and forcing them into these contracts, forcing them to act a certain way and not spew their political garbage in public. I applaud old Hollywood for what they did and for creating this industry. And I feel sorry that their industry has now turned into this dumpster fire, this wasteland of disgusting filth that they call shows and movies nowadays. So anyways, goodbye everybody. This turned into a lecture about Hollywood though. Like I was talking all about how, no one wants to be lectured to, and then I started giving a lecture. But I wasn't speaking to the audience. I was more so speaking to the people in the industry who are complete hacks and who don't even make movies and shows nowadays. So goodbye everybody. See you soon.